Learning from Other Studies and Literature Part 2. So today I will be discussing to you about what, where, and how to find information. Because of the vastness of information available, you must choose only those that are the pertinent to your project or research. How will you go about this? First, it is necessary that you list down all the important variables which you need in your study and any theories which you think can generate your hypothesis and those that can explain the relationship among your variables. Check all the variables that you cited in your hypothesis. Second, after the variables are determined, the relationship between them posited in either a preliminary hypothesis or investigative question stated, you continue your search for information related to your problem being studied. Third, check the population you want to include in your study. What theories have been posited that have significant bearing on your study? What are the appropriate sources where you can find the desired information? Are there documents in government and private agencies where you can get information desired? Determine the best way to retrieve those information. Conduct a library research. Contact firms if necessary. Examine the materials. Write in index cards the information gathered from each source. Use all printed aids to help you, including those delivered electronically, online catalogs and databases, computer search engines, periodical indexes, and CD-ROMs. RO means read-only memory. Database refers to the collection of information assembled in computer-accessible form. Databases are produced by both public and private organizations. These databases might be distributed by a number of online computer services. The number of database producers and distributors is increasing very rapidly. For instance, Dialogue Information Services has over 200 databases, over 100 million records available. In books, look over the table of contents and circle those you think are relevant to your project. The index or textbooks gives specific page locations of key ideas in the book. The glossary lists and defines key terms. Here you can get a great deal of information about what is important. The bibliography is a listing of resources an author has used or recommends. Books that have suggested or further reading. Lists at the ends of chapters can also help as much as any other bibliography. Fourth, know how to write citations where you can include the author, the title, the publisher, and the date of publication, the volume number, the page number information about the study and findings. You should be able to distinguish the editorial styles or formats of the following: the Modern Language Association or MLA, which is popular today, and the APA style of the American Psychological Association or the APA. Fifth, review and synthesize those findings that support or reject your hypothesis or research questions. There are many theories which are useful for hypothesizing and explaining relationships in research. There are many available sources of information which the researcher may avail of in relation to the topic chosen. Also, there are many useful references where you can search for related information, records and report of organizations, statistical data, census data, government and business documents, periodicals and journals, theses and dissertations, unpublished manuscripts, indexes and abstracts, and so on and so forth. The sources of information which you have selected and amount of information are no longer confined in libraries with the advent of information assembled in computer accessible form. These are produced by various types of organization and which are increasingly steadily. Sixth, use online computers for searching and retrieval of information. Surf the internet. You can use a computer to find researches through search engines and websites. Many search engines names such as Yahoo, AltaVista, Infosys, and Lycos are very popular these days. Students usually consult them when they write term papers. The internet and the World Wide Web offer potential researchers so much literature. It is more cost-effective to use online computer searching and retrieval of information because it is much faster than manual searching. Begin with an online search using the descriptors from your list of variables. This is useful if you don't know where to start. For your related studies, professional journals and periodicals are usually good sources of information on studies conducted. Books are good for theoretical framework. Once all these are available, then take time to make your critiques. Critique the materials as you read them, particularly the research literature. What are the conclusions made by researcher? Did he or she base this from valid findings, valid instruments, appropriate sampling technique? Are the findings supported by the data? Judge objectively and indicate the relevance of significance relationship between your study and his study. You might later find out that not all are really pertinent to your problem. 7. Synthesize and reviewed literature. Categorize them and cluster them according to whether these were conducted abroad or locally. Or you may categorize them according to periods, to geographical location or origin, the similarity in their methodology, or contrast in their findings, or even similarity in their conclusions. When all these are done, then you are ready with the chapter 2 of your project or research output. And that's it for today. Once again, I'm Teacher Queen, your research teacher. Thank you for listening and God bless.